Well, hey, how's it going? Ann Thibodeau here, owner of Horizon Coaching Solutions, nutritionist, and certified health coach. This is What's Cooking Today, the video to watch if you need a boost of inspiration or confidence in the kitchen. So, what's cooking today? We are going to make some chicken wings. That's right. Who here has ever spent a small fortune on store-bought boxed chicken wings only to bring them home and realize, these probably aren't as tasty as I wish they were. They took almost half an hour to cook in the oven, and they're probably loaded with some questionable ingredients that you may want to start avoiding in your diet. So today I'm going to show you exactly how to make some homemade chicken wings that are going to be just as delicious, probably even more than the store-bought ones. And what's best is that this dinner is going to come together in only 30 minutes. So let's get started, shall we? Let's make some chicken wings. So here we go then. We're gonna make the seasoning for our chicken wings right in this plastic bag. That way there's going to be way less cleanup to do, and that's part of having dinner come together quickly too. So our chicken wings are in the oven. I went ahead and set the timer for 20 minutes. We'll check on them in 20 minutes and see if they need any more time. It could go up to 25, 30 minutes. Of course, your chicken will cook much faster if it's completely thawed and if you've spread the chicken wings evenly across your baking sheet. So let's get to work on our sides, shall we? With this meal, I've decided to make some pan-fried gnocchi, which if you've never had is really amazing, as well as some steamed green beans. So we're going to keep the sides on this meal really super simple. So I've got my pan heating here, just on medium heat, and I'm gonna go ahead and add some avocado oil. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know I like to use avocado oil because it can withstand a much higher heat than, say, olive oil could. So it's a great oil to select when you're cooking anything over medium heat. I still love to use olive oil, of course, but I'll use it for things like salad dressings where there's no heat involved. So I'll get my oil nice and warm. Spread the oil around the bottom of the pan, and I'll go ahead and just dump in my gnocchi. So I've got just a package of gnocchi here that I found in the pasta aisle at the grocery store. You can also find some in the freezer section, I believe, and then also in the deli sometimes. So I'll break those up, and right away before they start to cook, I'll make sure to just spread the oil over all of them. There we go. So we'll let that sit for a minute. Really what we want is for these gnocchis to get nice and golden brown and crispy in the pan. So as hard as that may be, we want to leave these guys alone for a couple of seconds. Let's get started on our green beans. We're going to steam our green beans today, and I'm going to be using this microwave steamer. If you don't have one of these, of course, that's totally okay. You could choose to roast your green beans in the oven along with your chicken wings at the same temperature. You just want to coat them in a little bit of oil, salt and pepper, seasonings of your choice. You can also boil them for a few minutes until they're done just the way you like them. Today we're using this steamer. It's easy they'll be ready in 3 minutes. What more can I say about that? So we'll just pop these in here. The beauty about the steamer is that you don't have to add any water to it to cook. And so actually the water from the food is what's going to be used to create steam, to steam the vegetables. So we'll pop the lid on here and we'll place these in the microwave for 3 minutes. So of course, if you don't like green beans here, you can make any kind of green vegetable you'd like. In fact, it doesn't have to be green at all. When we're looking at our dinner plate, if we want to eat a balanced meal, we want to have about equal parts of protein, grains, or starchy vegetables, and green or non-starchy vegetables. So when we're talking about non-starchy vegetables, of course, all of the leafy greens are in there, broccoli, but also, you know, things like cauliflower, cucumber, tomatoes, eggplant, spinach, so different types of vegetables that you could trade in for these green beans if that's not up your alley. Let's take a look at our gnocchi here and see how that's doing in the pan. These are coming along nicely. I'm just gonna give them a few minutes to finish cooking here. We'll let our green beans sit, and then by that time our chicken wings are gonna be just about ready to take out of the oven. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes and our chicken wings are ready. After they were in the oven for about 15 minutes, with a basting brush, I just brushed a little bit of avocado oil onto each chicken wing, and I turned the heat up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I had it set at 350 originally. So I boosted the temperature up to 400, and what that did with a little bit of oil on each chicken wing, that got the skin really nice and crispy. So let's check these out. You can hear these sizzle. Now, I didn't explain this originally, but so what I did was I lined my baking sheet with my silicone baking mat. And that just means that cleanup is going to be super easy for this meal. All I have to do is slip out my silicone mat and just wash it with some warm soapy water with a sponge. I also put just a cooling grill over top of my cookie sheet, and that way my chicken wings are going to be crispy all around, whereas if they were laying flat on the silicone mat, they would kind of cook in their juices and the bottom of the chicken wings would be soggy. And so the secret to a crispy chicken wing is to cook them in the oven over a metal grill so that all of the juices can fall down. How good does that look? You should smell it in here. So let's plate, okay? We'll keep this really simple. I've got my green beans here, so I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. Again, because we're not eating processed food, we can feel free to add some salt to our whole ingredients just to boost up the flavor a little bit. So just a little bit of salt and pepper. We'll give this a toss. Beautiful, and I'm going to do the same on the gnocchi. So they're salty enough already, but I'm going to add just a little bit of pepper. Give this a flip. And you'll see how nice and toasty these got on the pan. So let's plate this meal, shall we? We'll keep this super simple. So we've got our green beans, our vegetable, a non-starchy vegetable, right? So we're going to put about 1/3 of our plate with this vegetable here. 1/3 of our plate will be composed of a starch, and so in this case, a mix of potato and flour, these delicious little gnocchis. Now, these are not gluten-free. If you did want a gluten-free option for this here, you could definitely make some roasted potatoes on the side along with your chicken wings, or, you know, how about some rice might be good here too. If you wanted a grain-free or paleo option, then I would suggest making this meal along with some roasted sweet potatoes or squash. That would be equally delicious. Our vegetable. Now, the only thing we are missing is our protein, and here we go with these chicken wings. These are looking really, really tasty. I'm gonna grab 5 to begin with. and then we'll see how I feel after that. Look at this delicious plate. I'm going to enjoy this, and I hope you will too. If you liked this recipe and want more of them directly in your inbox every single week, then you might want to check out my VIP subscription over on my website at www.horizoncoachingsolutions.com. My VIP members receive one meal plan every week straight to their inbox on Friday mornings that contain 5 weeknight dinners that are ready in under 30 minutes, just like this recipe we made here together. Very easy to make. They come together quickly, and also you get a full grocery list, full complete grocery list for your week to go along with those meals. So I've taken care of the meal planning and the grocery list for you. All you have to do is pick up your groceries and execute. My VIP members also have access to one live group coaching call, health coaching call every single month so that I can help you get back on track with your health. I'll answer your questions and motivate you to overcome those challenges or perhaps modify some of those habits that might be leading to some behaviors that we want to change. So if this sounds like this could be of interest to you, then pop on over to my website, www.horizoncoachingsolutions.com/VIP, and check it out. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time in the kitchen.